Nah, say it ain't so. Cam and Jimmy just can't get along. Cause this is crazy, bro. It's every couple months like an anniversary. They'd be like, you know what? One sends a shot to the other. Cause we were just dealing with this for a minute when Cam brought 50 Cent to It Is What It Is podcast. You know, that sparked everything back up.
Jimmy was not a rapper then.
Right.
He was your man, like on the side, like in the side, just he was not a rapper at all.
Right.
So when Ballin' took place, and I'm looking at him going, oh, he having a moment. That's the Lloyd Banks. It's Lloyd Banks thing. He wanted that. He was watching them be that, like Mace be that, and Cam be that, and looked at, and it was finally he had one. Mm-hmm. And I just looked, and I knew I just took the shot murder to see, because I wasn't sure he was gonna go for it. Mm-hmm. But I was like, we like Jimmy better than you anyway, Cam. Then you gotta watch and see how he responds. And then when you see, he like, oh shit, he really like that. Hey, give me this, give me Jimmy. Yeah, tell him we want you at the show, Jimmy. Yeah, but that was one of those things I just threw it out and see what. And then when he bit to it, because it was like he was having a moment that not sure that was going to ever happen again at that point. And then he's going, for them, they had records that where, look, I always say this to certain artists, I go, damn, when is he going to have his moment? Like, Fab, I said this to him.
Also, Cam saying that Joel's is fire and all that, but he should have been bigger because his work ethic wasn't the best. And you guys remember Jimmy responded to that.
Like Joel's is on 200 mixtapes. He got bangers. Like
no, I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard Joel's rap, I was like, yo, because at that time I wasn't speaking to Killer, so I was like, yo, they got one.
Yeah, like that.
Like Joel's could have really been like, he could have been Hove level.
Now, real talk, he had it, and he had it at a young age. He could have been a leader of everything that's going on outside right now. He could have been all these young father, uncle, whatever you want to call it. Like, that's how much, because the chicks liked him. He could rap. He was fly. He had every element that you needed to be that.
Yeah, he had the real wittiness to be like one of those special rappers.
Right, exactly.
What stopped him? You was there, I wasn't.
Well, and I'm gonna be totally honest with you, to me, Joel's, I wouldn't say poor work ethic, but I'm just not sure why. Joel's will sit there with 300 songs on his hard drive and won't put it out. If you follow Joel's now on his Instagram, I haven't spoken to Joel's in a while, but he'll tell you next month, so-and-so is coming out. Next month, so-and-so is coming out. So next month, so-and-so, it doesn't come out. If you think about it, he wanted to get out his deal with me. He's like, I'm not putting out no music till I get out the deal with Cam, and then I'll put my album out. And he been out the deal since 2008. He started to put little mixtapes out here and there, but he hasn't put out like a...
And then Jimmy got mad that Cam brought 50 to the podcast, which that rubbed me always the wrong way, because I'm a fan of all of them. Dipset forever's gonna be my favorite crew. I don't like one more than the other. Brother, I used to listen to Hell Rel music as a kid. That should tell you how dedicated of a fan I was. I might be the only one that actually bought a physical copy of Hell Rel's album. I don't even know if J.R. Ryder dropped them, but if he did, I probably owned it. That's how much of a fan I was. I was loyal. So I'm not liking one more than the other. But I gotta say this about Jimmy. You mad he brought 50 to It Is What It Is podcast, right? Sat down, talked to him, everything. They said a couple jokes, But brother, when Cam was in a crazy murder beef back then with 50, which I still think Curtis was the better diss track. Y'all can't tell me otherwise. Cam won that battle. We see Jimmy pop up and everybody doing balling from G-Unit, and Jim Jones walked through the door with 50 Cent. As a kid, that broke my heart. So you can't get mad now when the tables is turned. That's my only thing about that.
Your boy 50 Cent bringing you more Rap City. It's going down right here. I know this is your favorite show right now because I'm on it. And I told y'all earlier I was going to bring somebody new in the G-Unit. I might have a new signing, I might not. You see, I got the whole G-Unit here. We're going to get it going. What you got back there? Ah! Man. Hey, what you know? What you know? It's your man Jim Jones right here. Bought you the biggest record of last year, right?
Oh yeah, we had a nice time.
What we call that
one? I was balling, we still balling. What's poppin', baby?
Was balling. You know, so why was you here, man? We gotta do that one time. Tell me, I'll show you how you do that.
You pass me the ball for me.
That's how we gotta do that.
Tell me the ball, baby.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just came with like G-Unit is one of the few movements that I do respect in this game and things like that. You know me, I'm a hustler, so I'm always open for money and things like that.
That's what this is. This is the ultimate hustler version of Rap City right here.
It's still diplomats though, baby.
Yeah, let's talk about how like what you got going on.
Oh, now you know I got a new deal pending. I don't want to break no hearts and shake the tables too much, but somebody to offer me a whole bunch of money that I can't refuse and things like that.
Don't blow that too.
I'm not gonna blow that up too much, but I think it's pretty much done. You dig?
But Jimmy responded. Not only did Jimmy respond, Jimmy also went and shot a freestyle in front of Bloodbath's mural. I believe it was Bloodbath, Cam's cousin. He shot a freestyle in front of the mural, Jomo, which to me that shit was super fire. I love that track. I can't play the song right here due to copyright reasons, but go check it out yourself. But it was just little shots back and forward. Remember that Harlem and all that? Harlem on that Cash Cobain beat? Because Cam had the whole world saying, nah, you know what? Jimmy isn't from Harlem. He's from the Bronx. I'm like, damn, one good joke. One good joke can have the fans going crazy. But Jimmy played it smooth. He's a legend in both boroughs. And even prior to that, don't forget, when Cam was in the living room responding to Jim Jones crying on Hot 97. Remember that? I'm telling you, it was every couple months.
Able to kind of change your life, you gotta play the rules. Cam was the person that got signed. He was the face card, and I understood that. And I made everybody around me understand that. Like, he's a prized possession. He cannot be touched at all. If he get touched, we go down. And that was the method, even with Jewels. They all know I put my life on the line for this. I've been to trial for this. I've been on America's Most Wanted for this. I've been on gang files for this. I've been on everything you can name. So when people play with me, I get real emotional because I operate off emotions, as they know for all the time they've been with me. There's never been a time that I backed down from any situation in this world, except God. And I've been up against 20, 30 deep by myself when niggas left me by myself. You heard? And I escaped those situations and come back and still give niggas high five. Let's do it. What we doing today?
And you know, Jim, we never talked about that. About that situation.
Any situation. There's been numerous situations.
That situation. Did that situation make that situation?
There's been times when my cousins go to jail for 5 years for this that didn't really have to be in jail for this. Fed time. But we take it on the chin like a soldier. Like, people don't understand what this diplomat shit was built about. I'll be watching the gram and I'll be watching these clowns and all these. But boy, if you really get to live this last 20 years that I lived, you would understand, boy. I put everything on the line for this. And I took it with a smile. Even when niggas doubted me, niggas downed me, when I was on trial and niggas told me I need to take the plea. Take what plea? We don't take pleas, nigga. You heard, by the grace of God, the trial gets dismissed because they couldn't find enough evidence of a shootout that happened on Uptown over Cameron. You heard?
Because Cam was in a dinner table on Instagram Live for 4 hours talking about him and Jim Jones' history. And it always breaks. I'm like, damn, bro, y'all brothers, bro. I really don't want to see this. How you think it puts the fans? How you think it puts everybody like, yo, these niggas are the greatest group ever? Nah, y'all lost to the Locks. Already had me looking crazy on the verses. But I'm going die saying the only reason they lost that verses is because the group is not even a group anymore, bro. They don't even like each other. And you expect them to beat the Locks and dudes that still hang out 30 years later? And a key factor in this is king of conquer and dividing, 50 Cent. Oh, Lord, bro, when 50's involved, you already know. You already know shit is swaying. 50 already started messing with the podcast with Rap About It, with Dave East, Fab, Jim Jones, and all of them. You guys already seen he's been throwing little subs on the internet, going back and forth with them to the point that they all dropped a little freestyle, and that shit was fire. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Fabs and Jim Jones stood out to me. Both of them shits was heat. Like, I still play it today like a regular track. Fabs probably being the most heat out of all of them. But the Jim Jones one was right there to me. You guys know Jimmy's my guy. But before that, 50 ended up releasing an audio tape allegedly with the landlord of the building. We don't even know if it's the landlord. It could just be a random dude that's cool with 50 talking on the phone portraying that it's the landlord of the building. But him saying that Jim Jones and the rest of the members of the podcast is behind rent, he owns 50% of the podcast, it was a deal that was worked out, which that doesn't even make too much sense to me. Why in the world would Mano or Jimmy put that in the contract? And Mano keeps saying it's his shit, so why would Mano put that in the contract? It just doesn't make sense to me.
And I said, okay, fine, right? He's been saying this for since October. And so he keeps trying to build it, but he won't sign the lease. He's like, I don't like these terms. I want 6 months of build out. And ridiculous. We also have a partnership agreement where half of what he's building now, his media, belongs to us. But he won't tell us how much he's making and doing all these things. So half of the content he's creating, if you want to buy that too, I'll sell you half the company. He's not a business. He's like insane. To me, it's worth very little to nothing. But if it works out for you, I just throw that in as a sweetener. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is he signed a lease with me. Right now he owes, and I'm going to say it in a short way, at least $80,000, if not $180,000. The monthly rent on the...
But that is what was said on the phone call. And on that same phone call, he's also telling whoever he's speaking to that he can sell him 50%, or his share, rather say, of whatever he owns to sweeten the deal about buying that building. And we've been seeing 50, teasing back and forward that he's going to buy the building, he's going to make Tony Ayo, Jim Jones' boss and all that. Hee hee ha ha. Mano responds as well. Mano's like, bro, if he's trying to buy 50% of the podcast, I'm the dude you got to talk to. If you want to buy into the podcast, I'm the one you got to speak to. Which that's what made me believe, like, all right, Mano's probably... I'm assuming like the Joe Budden or the owner of the podcast, actually. That's what I'm assuming, because the way he was speaking on TMZ.
So, Mano, we have to ask you, I know 50's been saying, he's coming for everybody. Everyone has jokes, coming for everyone.
Right.
And he said that he wants to buy into your podcast. Take us through that. And, I'm assuming, that must have been kind of good press for you.
Well, I'm going to say this, man. Beefing with 50 is good business. Numbers is up, podcast is up, engagement is up. Beefing with 50, I wish y'all had known this a long time ago. We could go a couple more rounds.
No way.
100%. Yeah.
Were you surprised to see that, or?
I mean, yeah, because it wasn't something that I was normally practicing. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't about, having an issue with anybody. But since we got a podcast, let's rap about it. You know, it's good for business. But he said he wanted to buy half the podcast. Now I'm saying if you want to buy half the podcast, I'm the person you need to see about that. I'm the guy you got to see about that.
I mean, do you think he was being like facetious or was
he say he don't cap? He say he don't cap, so I should be receiving a phone call, right, saying, yo, what's up with this podcast? Because I'm the guy. If you want to buy half the podcast, I mean, listen, I'm the guy.
Right, I mean, we just saw Joe and Jada. We just saw Breakfast Club on Netflix.
What did I just tell you? Beefing with 50, beefing with Curtis is good business.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
That's it.
well, what do you think is next for you guys? Do you plan on having like an actual sit down with him? Possibly?
I'm not planning nothing in that area. I'm just going by based off of what was said. Correct. All right. So if we going by what is said, and the brothers is not capping, I'm saying okay. If you can't buy it from nobody else, but over here. So if you're saying you making these bold statements, then my phone should be ringing.
And before we even get there, don't forget, Mace was just eating popcorn laughing at Jim Jones not too long ago, which had Jimmy respond.
Legend in two boroughs, right? You said it yourself.
Yeah.
And then, obviously the line before that, you know, you touch on what you've said before about, you know, teaching you rhyme structure and all that. And what are your thoughts on where Mace is at in his career and just his hip hop legacy in general, being that you've been someone who has consistently put out quality music for so long?
He need to go on a diet. He need to get his life together. He need to go to the doctor and get a physical. He looked terrible. Bad body, back ass nigga. Nigga look big around the neck. Waist look crazy. I'm body shaming him. You heard? He need to go get his shit together. Get on the treadmill, do some push-ups, do something. You heard? Especially for playing with me. You gonna need it. You dig?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, someone who goes to the gym at 7 o'clock in the morning, and if that's the case with me.
Bad body. He look like, when they be like big back, bad body, taco eating, stew. That's what he remind me of. He need to go on a diet. He need to get his life together. He need to go to the doctor and get a physical. He looked terrible. Bad body, back ass nigga. Nigga look big around the neck.
Give Mace his flowers, because I know y'all had y'all issues.
I ain't giving no flowers. You heard? I'm just telling you life how the shit goes. You heard? I'm a realist. Yes, you dig? And I don't care about flowers. I'm telling you facts and the realist. And I'm grateful for certain things in my life. That's not me giving him no flowers. It's just me being able to understand my position when I was.
Cam walked in with the pimp jacket and went crazy on It Is What It Is podcast talking about Jomo. That was actually the one that he said he's not from Harlem, he's from the Bronx. And said a whole lot of other things.
Start with Jomo. And you're a guardian angel and designer, nigga. Talking about, my nigga. You are from the Bronx, bro. You are not from Harlem. Why do you keep thinking that you are from Harlem, bro? You are not from Harlem. I did not grow up with you, my nigga. I did not grow up with you. Contrary to what you believe, I did not grow up with you. You are from the Bronx. Did your grandmother live? Did your grandmother live in Harlem? Yes. Did you come see her? Yes. Did I see you time to time? Yes. I did not grow up with you. You talk about dick ride now. That's where this old shit. I would have left it alone. I would have left the old shit alone. But listen, dick ride. Do you remember how we met, nigga? Pause. So not met. How you got cool with us? This is how this started. I want y'all to go Google Cameron 1995 freestyle. Yo, you want to come through? Come through. Why? Why are we going to Jomo's house? Cool. One day, I'm leaving Mace's house on the west side, going back to the east side. I stop at Jomo's house. His grandmother died, God bless her dad. And he had a free crib. So yeah, I would bring some bitches over there to fuck sometime. A little crack maybe. I'd be at everybody's house though. I love my grandparents. My grandparents were strict. I stayed at Duke the God house. I stayed at Mace Makuta. I stayed at her. I stayed a bunch of times. I never needed nowhere to stay. You act like niggas on your couch. You was a fan, nigga. You begged us. You are a fan, nigga. A fan. We didn't grow up with you. I am from 140th and Lenox. I am from NFL. Up the block was 40 Wolves. Lou Simpson's up on 142nd Cross Square. D. Ferg on number 8th Avenue. I don't see you around none of this. Shout out to my nigga, what's the nigga Final Four Billy and them? You're not from none of that. So you can sit around and act like you've been around all this Harlem shit and everything. You ever see somebody from Harlem try to act like they from Harlem so bad that you got to keep saying, I'm from Harlem? Niggas from Harlem know who's from Harlem. You don't have to keep saying you from Harlem. So that's first and foremost. All this, yo, niggas is on your account. You were fanned out and you begged niggas to come to your house after you heard all these mixtapes. That's how you got in, nigga. You was so cool. And we was like, yo, Jomo's a nice guy. Mace like, yo, I think I'll teach him how to rap. Mace actually taught you how to rap. Literally. He taught you how to rap. You say it. Matter of fact, bring up the clip.
Mace helped me actually learn how to rap. Mace showed me how to rap. Mace actually showed me, he was the first person to show me how to rap. Mace actually sat me down and showed me the magic to rap.
We taught you how to rap, nigga. How you ran the whole organization. How you made Diplomat? Nigga, you ain't make none of this stuff. You was a fan. I put you down because you had a free crib and you was a nice guy.
But now we see Cam and Jim Jones going back and forward again, and Big L was brought up yet again. Big L was brought up and his brother Big Lee was brought up yet again. So out of Cam and 50, I don't know who started posting first. I think it was Cam, because out of nowhere we see a post. It's kind of hard to even track where all this started, because this is like a years-long war. And against two brothers that made historic music. Not only historic music, inspired the culture when it came to fashion. After all the back and forward, after Cam came at him at what it is, he did the Jomo track, I thought it was quiet for a little bit. But then we see an interview pop up and making his rounds where Jim Jones says, Big L and Big Lee had Cameron petrified, scared to step outside. He was scared of him. Jimmy's like, I was from downtown, he was from uptown, so we had our own killers down here. I don't know what was going on up there. But the way that they was moving up there, they had Cam shook. Which brought me back to the last Cameron and Big L video we just did, where I'm like, wow, that's why it was all the smoke. 'Cause I'm like, I thought he was cool with Big L. Because remember, Cam calls into the podcast, starts spazzing out homeboy that he was calling allegedly a rat. Because he was saying, because the dude kept stating that Cam was lying about Big Lee pulling up to the, I think it was the Get 'Em Girl. I think it was the Old Boy video. And he kept saying he pulled up to a park, and there was just a whole bunch of back and forth. If you haven't seen that video, go check that out.
Crazy about when niggas talk about L or Lee or whatever, like I ain't grow up over there. I never said nothing disrespectful about L. What happened with me and Lee happened with me and Lee. And you be going crazy to the point where now me and you got to seem like we got a problem.
No, you know why, Cam? Hold up, Cam. Hold up. You can't tell me you fuck with L and you be sneak have Mace come throw some shots like that.
I don't have
Mace
niggas
is
do
lying,
nothing.
bro.
You know talking about, bro.
Hold
Listen, man. No, I'm not gonna hold that. Shut up. But first of all, whatever Mace had with L, that's Mace and L. I ain't even know if that shit was going on. I ain't got no problem with that. You gave him myself. No, you're not gonna cut me off and say what you want to say, nigga.
Go ahead.
Whatever, I am gonna go ahead. Whatever Mason had L and Mason L had, that's Mason L. I ain't know half that shit till Mace told me later. I ain't have no problem with L. Whatever happened with me and Lee, you wasn't even there. Aaron was there.
And Aaron said you motherfucking lie. Aaron said that didn't happen. He said it didn't happen.
Now you lying. Now you the clown for lying. Aaron was there.
All right.
The fuck is you
he
talking
said he don't want
about?
to come on the internet. He said he don't want to come on the internet. Hold up.
What are you talking about?
So you ran Lee out the
You
park.
wasn't even there. Shut the fuck up.
I wasn't there.
You wasn't even there, bro.
You ran Lee out the park.
So Aaron was there. So Aaron was lying now. So
you ran Lee out the
this
park.
was it. I never said that Lee was in the park. Now you making shit up. I said this was an old boy video shoot.
You said you backed him out.
What are you talking about? See?
At the video shoot, you said you backed him out.
Old boy video shoot was old boy video shoot at the park. Stupid ass.
Not the
no,
park.
it wasn't stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. The shit was downtown Manhattan. Stupid. You wasn't there, dumbass. The fuck you talking about, nigga? Mind your business for certain shit you don't know what the fuck you talking about.
You talking
strong. Because Avon was there. The fuck you talking about, nigga? No, I'm not going to listen because you don't know what you're talking about. Talking about out at the park.
You said you backed him out on the video shoot.
Old boy video shoot.
You know you didn't do that.
I never said I backed nothing out on Big Lee. You making up your own story.
You said Lee came trying to press you. You say he tried to extort you.
Listen, if you listen what I said instead of making shit up, I said niggas I was with back shit out. I didn't say me, and that's a fact. And you can ask A1 too. If you look at old boy video shoot, it wasn't at the park, stupid. Did you see the part that old boy video shoot?
You know what you do?
Was the part? No. Was the video at the park, Doc? Yes or no?
Look,
Doc, let's do one thing at a time. Let's do one thing at a time.
Why are you talking
Was the
strong?
video at the yes or no? Let's do one thing at a time. Was the video at the park?
No, nobody talked about this at a park. You said you backed him out and ran him down.
All right.
You ran him out.
Do you want to make a? So let's make a $50,000 bet. $50,000 bet. You can't find that nowhere.
You said in the joint. You said the old boy video. You ran him out.
Do you want to make a bet that you can't find that nowhere? You want to bet the 50? You got 50?
Now you're trying to get slick sand exact details.
I'm just saying that.
You're trying to say details of the park.
Kareem, I ain't saying the part. I said wherever you said that. You just said that. I never said that, stupid. You want to change the narrative around because you know I'm right.
All I do. I'm not going to tell him stop.
Kareem, we on live. We on live, right? I'm on live.
Crazy.
I'm on live. Kareem, I'm on live. Do you want to bet the 50? Yes or no?
Bet 50 on what? 50 on what?
But I didn't say that. I said niggas I was with backed out. Do you want to bet that too?
Back them, and ran him out the park? Leave it died right there, bro.
You keep going back to the park, bro. Nobody said nothing about the park,
bro. He would have died right there.
Bro, you scared of Big Lee from the grave, nigga. That's not a fact, nigga. Like I said, I didn't say that, and I never said it was at the park. I said it was at Old Boy video shoot, and A-Ron was there too. So that's that. You changing the words around, nigga.
A-Ron. Fuck that part right there, right? We get up with
You
A-Ron.
keep changing the part around, Doc. You don't know what you're talking
I ain't taking no
about.
calls right now, so stop calling calls right now.
You don't even know what you're talking about, bro.
Listen, I wasn't there, but I know.
All right, then, so shut up. So just shut up from right there. You don't know. You wasn't there. You don't know. You know who was there? A-Ron was there. A-Ron was there.
Y'all didn't ran him out no park.
What park? Why you keep bringing out a park?
Out the video, my bad, the video.
What are you talking about? You confused, man.
The video. Y'all didn't run him out no video.
You confused, man.
Y'all didn't run him out no video shoot. Whatever that shit was. You didn't run him out no video shoot.
You just confused, bro. You very confused.
But now Jimmy's kind of backing it up like this nigga was petrified of Big L and Big Lee. Let's say that right now. Because his older brothers had niggas shook up there. And I think that's what sparked it up. I think that's what got, Cam again to respond back and to keep shit going.
Mace was talented. He was a dancer. And Mace didn't excel at the rapping really to after high school they started getting on and shit like that, and then he excelled and started getting on first and signed first, and then now help Cam and everybody get on and shit like that. But as far as making a name for themselves in the street, nobody had no name in the street like that. You know what I mean?
Big L.
Right. Big L had a name for himself. He was rapping early. He was signed early. He had some dangerous ass brothers. They was uptown, really shaking and moving and shit like that. You dig? And that's not my part of town. That was uptown. You dig? Yeah, Cam used to be scared to death of them niggas to the point he didn't want to come outside. I didn't understand it because I'm from downtown. You heard? We had our own set of killers.
Because Jimmy had said a whole bunch of other shit on there as well. He threw shots at Dame Dash, called him a store runner, which we seen their little back and forward as well, with allegedly Jimmy was about to fight Dame Dash. There's just a lot of shit to keep up with. But we seen him throw shots over there as well. Dame Dash wasn't safe either.
Dame Impact in Harlem was nothing. Not to say it like that. Dame came up under hustlers that Impact was it. He was a little dude when it came to hustling in Harlem. He wasn't no Rich Porter, none of that type of. He wanted to hustle. He wanted to hustle for niggas like Rich Porter and shit like that. Dame from the East Side. When the niggas on the East Side was different from the niggas from the West Side. Now for the East Side, Dame was a big deal to us because we were little. He was coming from the West Side, little car, jewelry, and all that. So when you're young, he's looking like Rich Porter, but in reality, he was like this. Nigga, go to the store, nigga, take a couple grams, get out of here.
Cancel out the street side of it and go into the music business of it. What was his impact with Dipset at that time?
He didn't have no impact with Dipset. Dipset, we made our impact on our own.
When y'all came over to Rockefeller, did y'all bring a certain energy that kind of ruffled the feathers of like state property and people like that?
When we came over to Rockefeller, it was all love. Everybody in the studios doing music, state property, Fleek and them, diplomats. Everybody was doing music there. That shit ain't started until they went through all that damn shit.
Did Joel say Cam took over the rock, huh?
I mean, in that sense.
How you worried about me when your heat off and rent due? Then Cam's caption was, heard it was 7 degrees in the Bronx last night. You already know that was gonna have Jimmy going crazy. But that wasn't even the craziest part. The craziest part was the actual comment section under that shit. It got a little bit too far. Jimmy comment, do your shoe, punk. What does that mean? If anybody knows what do your shoe, punk means, let me know down below, because I was a little bit confused about that. And then we got Cameron. What's wrong, Capo? Your heat off too? I ain't know. Is hate for you to be 50 years old with no heat? What's your Zell, bro? I got you. Jim Jones responds, block no you soft. Cameron, Jim Jones, yeah, but my heat on and I'm warm. You 50 years old, tough and cold. But dead ass though, Capo, your heat off for real? Not another leeway, another joke by Cam that you guys know the fans gonna run with. First it was the Bronx, now it's this boy can't pay his heat bill. Oh Lord, you know this shit gonna grow legs. You wanna pull up, let the people see how soft you are, chump. That's what Jimmy says to Cam. Jomo, you 50 and still wanna pull up. I got the video of you breaking in your own studio trying to trigger the heat system. Yo, and it's crazy. Hold on, my fault that I gotta stop, but imagine that on film. I hope that shit don't release like a black and white surveillance camera of Jim Jones trying to hack the heater system like Splinter Cell. I don't wanna see it. I really don't wanna see it. And chasing your landlord around in his house, in his car, cause he wants his rent. You are 50. Go pull up on that heat bill. No. And you know Cam saying that shit laughing loud as hell. Mace eating popcorn as he's reading that shit as we speak. Jim Jones, your whole crew is soft. You soft. Freaky, you soft too. Which was wild to me because I've always heard time after time that Freaky's the craziest dude in Dipset. Why is Freaky Zeke here? Freaky's not one of the spitters. He's not Joel's. He's not Jimmy. He's not Cam. We can even sprinkle in the other niggas. He's not Hell Rel. He's not J.R. Ryder. So why is Freaky here? I thought Freaky was here to dance, tweak out, fight. He has one of the most legendary shooting stories ever. I don't know whose story is better, him or Soulja Boy. This nigga swung his legs this way, and that's when I got hit. That story right there is legendary.
I must have had the nigga so tight, the nigga swung his body to the side, and that's how my shit was open, and he hit me, boom, pow. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm down, so.
Which then triggers Freaky to jump in there and respond as well. Was I soft, Jim Jones, in Detroit when the ninjas was getting at us and you was using me as a shield? Trick was there and he tagged Trick as well. Oh no. Oh no, the diplomats need to unite, brother. Together we are stronger than apart. Like, I never thought in my life I was gonna see this. Yeah, I knew they didn't like each other. As time keeps going, it was probably harder and harder for them to stand each other. I went to a Dipset concert in 2019 and I never got to see them my whole life. And trust me, it wasn't the concert I thought I was gonna see. Them niggas came out like 3 different members, bro. Joel's came out, then he went away. Jim Jones came out, then he went away. Then Cam came out, then he went away. Then Joel's and Jimmy came out, and then Cam came out and he started on the opposite side of the stage. And I'm like, bro, this shit is just not what I was expecting. It didn't hit. And it doesn't even end there, because then Freaky puts out a video explaining for like, oh, I'm soft? Me? I'm soft?
Really? Oh, really? Now you putting this on the gram? Everybody know.
Toughest nigga in Dipset is Freaky Zeke by far. It's not even close.
You're reaching now, coming at me. You need to be reaching for some kerosene. You need to be reaching for some coals. You need to be reaching for 2 rocks and strike them shits together. I ain't even mad at you, brother. I am mad at the choices you make, though. Because those are all choices of what bitch-ass niggas make, nigga. You can't afford to pay your rent and your heat bill. It's warm over here. It's warm over here. You know what, Jomo? Yeah, you're acting like a Jomo-sexual. Acting like a Jomo-sexual. Calm down, nigga.
As we all know by now, Cam, someone that's not gonna let his foot off that trolling pedal. I'm just trying to help. And puts up a video of a dude like a hobo heater. He takes like a metal bin and throws a whole bunch of wood inside and shows them where to cut holes so the fire can keep going. You can even move it around the apartment. Y'all can move it around the warehouse. Get warm near the podcast. Then when y'all done, move it to the closing studio. Then when y'all done, move it to the barber shop.
The burn barrel. First, find a steel drum and cut the top off of it. Next, you're gonna wanna drill 7.5 inch holes around the bottom for airflow. Then, you're gonna wanna get it burning really, really hot. Like all wood stoves and burn barrels, the first fire burns off the oils in the paints. This part takes about an hour. Notice down at the bottom where the holes are drilled? The airflow increases the heat of the fire much quicker. You can drill more holes for more airflow. The 7 I drilled seem to be a good amount to let the fire get good and hot while still limiting airflow enough so that it doesn't burn too fast and some coals are held in the bottom. You can tell how much heat is produced by the snow rapidly melting around it. Once it's cooled off, you now have a fairly portable heat source that is mostly contained.
And y'all see Jim Jones respond back as well, showing a video of him walking around the warehouse, which is funny because you know damn well it was cold in there. You can see Jimmy's breath. You can see Jimmy's breath in the air. Like, nah, it's definitely cold in there. But I'm going to still mentally believe that there's heater system where the podcast is being recorded. That's just the expansion, brother. Brother, that's just the expansion. I'm trying to give him whatever excuse I could give him. Because there's no way in the world that you want me to believe Mano, Fab, Davies, and Jimmy can't pay a heat bill. Like, and rent. Like, nah, bro, people actually, I'm watching the podcast. So they got to be making some revenue from this. Kanye was going crazy about a PDF he wanted from Jim Jones. That means Jimmy got great ideas, bro. We seen fire come out from Jimmy. I wanted them construction jacket, the staff jacket. I wanted one. I ain't even gonna hold you until I went on the website and saw what he was charging. I was like, I live in Miami, my brother. I can't justify me paying that right now. I live in Miami, my brother. But the shit was hot to say the least. I see a whole bunch of Dipset stuff he's always dropping. I'm like, yo, I like it. I like it a lot. So for y'all want me to believe that he can't pay the heat bill, that's crazy. But again, that's a joke that's gonna grow legs. That's one thing Cam is amazing at. That nigga, I don't know why T.I. is a stand-up comedian, brother. I don't know why T.I. is a stand-up comedian. It should have been Cam. It should have been Cam.
Since I'm starting the year off at the top of your Explorer, are you not entertained? Since everybody want to put my business in the street, I might as well talk to you about my business. Right now I am in the second phase of construction, and we're not open to public. This is a raw space. I have not found out yet what I want to do exactly in this space, but in my mind, I was thinking of building like a little mart, but we'll see how that goes. Pull up though. I'll show you what we've been doing. I'm building a multi-purpose content creation facility. for media, fashion, music, and broadcasting. We have a boutique in here, a boutique. We almost finished the loading all the fresh. The barbershop, that'll be done. Come on with it. I love free promo. As you can see, it's an open space. This is actually a studio. It's almost done. Almost one side. It's gutted right now, so don't hold nothing against me. Show you little construction. Old shit coats paper, you heard? I don't want nobody to think I'm in here, you know what I mean? It's crazy because, what we doing? The young boys usually be back there. The young boys don't feel no temperature. All they feel is opportunity. They still be here working in the midst of us working. So we're still in the midst of construction. Got a few things we're gonna be doing out here. We another studio we putting over here. Bodega. A nice little fun street to film on, to do broadcast. It's not even half of it. We got a whole nother half to film on. But what I'm trying to say is, I've been happy to be able to invest in myself and something that I know is going to help a lot of other people. I'm not building this facility for myself. Yes, it is a business move. That's why I invested in myself. But I'm building this facility for all creators and young ones that's trying to come up to be a creative or have a creative ability that they want to know how to double down on. It's like an X-Men school for all the fly people, if you say so yourself. So, you know, I appreciate the promo. I love free promo. You know, I ain't gonna miss a beat. You did? It's cold in here. I love y'all, man.
But we hear Big L's name brought back into this, and Big Lee, that he had Cam shook. Could that be a reason on why Cam was so tight earlier? When Big Lee's family saying that they don't want Cam sharing stories, while the dude on the podcast talking about it's not true that they didn't make Big Lee leave the old boy video shoot. They pulled out hammers. None of that is true. Cam was scared for his life. Now seeing Jimmy coming out and backing it up too, I don't even know what to believe. Because Capo was always there. And now to see Dipset as three different, even though I can't even say three different groups, really two groups, because Joel's and Jimmy's still cool. Joel's and Jimmy's still doing shows together. They still chilling. He's in every video. I'm shocked Joel's isn't on the podcast. But seeing Cam and all this shit and now him back with Mace is just, it reminds me of that video where Jim Jones is like, nigga, I seen Mace shit on camera. We didn't like Mace because of Cam. Because we was so cool with him and we had his back and we didn't like the way Mace was treating Cam.
I watched Mace shit on Cam and everybody around him.
Wow.
A bitch, like all the time. You heard? Like I was there the whole time, but I was Cam's man. You heard? Cam and Mace were so-called best friends, grew up together in R.I.P. Huddy. Like I was there for everything. That's one thing that people can't never say is that I wasn't there for every single thing.
What was your problem with Mace? Like, how did that all happen? Because that was Cam, man, like you said.
Cam enemies were my enemies. Okay. Anybody Cam didn't like, I didn't like. And I already see how he was handling Cam, so I definitely didn't like him. You dig? And then I seen how much love Cam had for him and how Cam was jumping out the window for him with your friend shit and shit like that. Like, oh.
So we was riding on anyone that was treating Cam like that. And we was loyal to the soil. Just for years to come around and now them two to be best friends and now Cam not being cool with Joel's nor Jim Jones is crazy. Again, this is just from the outside looking in, but as a supporter, I don't even call myself a fan, but as a fan, bro, I always tell y'all my favorite crew of all time, bro. To see how this shit ended, and not even ended because it's still going, breaks my heart, bro. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below. We on that road to 20,000 subscribers. Let me know your thoughts. Y'all think this shit's ever gonna end? Y'all think they're gonna be 70 years old touring together again after they finally squash the beef? Or they gonna be beefing even in diapers? Let me know your thoughts down below, please, cause 50, I don't even know who to blame, but I blame you. 50, I don't even know who to blame, but I blame you.